Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna show you 5 exercises slash mobility drills slash stretches that you should do daily if you're sitting a lot in work. Most of us are sitting so much during the day that a lot of muscles become tight, and that creates imbalances and problems. So I'm gonna show you 5 things that you should do daily for that. Alright, so the first one, when you sit, you keep your legs in this position all the time, which means your hip flexors will become extremely tight, and also maybe your quads. So you need to open up this, because if your hip flexors become tight and they become shortened, so it's gonna turn your pelvis forward like this, and then you start becomes a sway back, and that's going to lead to lower back problems, because the hip flexor also attaches to the spine here, to the lower spine. So when it becomes short, it's going to pull the spine out of position. So the first one stretches your hip flexor stretch. So what you do, put your leg up against something like this. You can come around and show here. So you put the leg up on something here, push the other leg in front of you and keep balance here. And then you flex your butt, the glutes on this side. Because if you're not, you're just gonna overextend your lower back. So flex this so you turn your pelvis under you. And you're gonna feel the stretch here all the way down your quad. It depends on where you're the most stiff. And from here you can even make it harder and stretch more by lifting your arm like this and bend to the side. And this, you will really feel it inside here, deep in the hip flexor. This is a great way because you stretch the hip flexor in both ends. It attaches here, and then one part of your hip flexor also attaches under your knee. So you need to stretch it from both sides, and that's why this is so great. You can also do it on a ball, like this, or against the wall, here, but this is the hardest one. So, but if you do it on a ball, like here, you can put the ball against the wall. This is a beginner version, like this, and then you just do the same thing. And when you do the stretch here, keep your core tight and your butt tight here, so you're not doing like this, because now I'm just letting everything loose. I'm turning my pelvis forward, so now it's not stretching the front here. And if you can't come up here, you can even be down here. You might be so stiff, so you have to start here. But try to come up here and try to get your heel to your butt. The next one is a stretch for the chest, to open up the chest muscles, because when you sit all day, you're gonna sit forward like this, so your chest muscles will become really tight. So the next one is a stretch to open up your whole chest. So you would take light weights, really light weights, 1-2 kilogram. If you're really tight, you don't even need weights maybe, but take something. You can take water bottles, you can take books, whatever you have. Then you lay down on a bench like this, and then you keep the weights in your hands and you just relax here. Let your arms fall down as you lay here, and breathe deeply. Take deep breaths so you can really feel your arms sink lower for each breath. Then you can try to lift your arms a little bit higher here to target different areas of your chest. And then you can try to go lower and see where it's the most tight and spend more time there. So you should do this stretch for at least 1 minute. 1 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes is really good. Then you can really get your chest open. The next one is a stretch also for a little bit for your chest, for your lats, for front of your shoulders. Really opens up the whole front side of your body. And you will get the extension of your lower back, because like I said, you're sitting all day like this. Your upper back rounded forward. So you need to get your upper back to move into extension the other way. So what you do is you go down on your knees like this, find a bench, a chair, or whatever you can find to put your hands on. You can come around here and show them. And then you put your arms straight out like this, keep your arms straight, keep your abs tight here, turn your pelvis under you, so you're not extending, overextending your lower back here. So you should keep your core tight, and then you fall down here. And try here also, take deep breaths and try to get deeper and deeper for every breath. And you should really think about coming down here, like your chest going down to the floor. So many people do this wrong by not keeping their abs engaged, so they just bend their lower back like this. Now you're not getting the motion in the upper back, you're just getting it in the lower back. So you need to keep your abs tight and then try to come down in the upper back, in the chest area. And you can try to go a little bit up and down here as you want, and do it for 1 to 2 minutes as well. The next one is a mobility drill for your upper back, for your thoracic spine. So, like I said, you need to get your back to extend more and also to rotate. So here we're going to do a mobility drill where you get both of them at the same time. You get both rotation and extension. So what you do for this one is you take a foam roll, a pipe, a towel, pillow, whatever you have, that you can put your knee on, that is about 10 centimeters high. You keep your bottom leg, your down leg straight, you lay on the side, and then you put the upper leg at about 90-degree angle here in the hips and knee on the thing you're using. I'm using a foam roller, but you might use something else. From here, you lay like this, and then you open up to the side. Your head follows the moving arm. You go down, and then you come back. Slowly, and try to reach further down for each repetition. So your goal is to get to the floor here with the arm, and don't try to really pull with your shoulder. Really try to open up from all the way from your chest. So think about trying to rotate your upper body and not just pull your arm down, your shoulder down. And while you do this, make sure that your knee stays in contact with the thing you're using here. So, as you see, my knee stays perfectly in touch there. Don't let your knee start lifting here like this, because then you're starting to rotate your lower back. And the point with keeping your leg on something here is to keep your lower back still, so you can just get the rotation through your upper back. Okay, so the last exercise is a strengthening exercise for your upper back, because like I said, you're in this tight position. The muscles on the front here get tight, and here they get on your back they get lengthened and weak, because they're always in this position. So your goal is to open up first here on the front, and then strengthen the exercises here on the upper back that keeps your shoulders and upper spine in a good position. So the last one, you just lay down on the floor here. Keep your head down, your forehead on the floor like this. Your arms straight out to the side, thumbs up. If you feel like it's hard to do this with your thumbs up, you might keep them like this. But if you keep them up with thumbs up, you can really target those external rotators as well in the shoulder. So that would be really good if you can. So from here, you're just thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together and lifting your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your arms as high as you can. And don't let your shoulders lift toward your neck here. As you can see, don't let your shoulders go up here and lift, because then you're just lifting with these upper trap muscles that are already tight, because you're sitting all day and you're stressed out, so your shoulders lift. So make sure to keep your shoulders down. Try to lift them first, then you push them down and keep them in that position all the time. Don't let them go up there. So if this is too hard, like I said, if you keep your arms like this, it might be here, because you're not used to use these small muscles, so you might want to lift your shoulders here. So then you can try to keep them like this instead, with your palms down. And in this position, try to lift. If you're from here, you're still lifting your shoulders, try to put your arms a little bit down, pointing down like this. In this one you can do 12 to 15 reps. It's about high reps here, like endurance. They don't need to be extremely strong, these muscles, because they need to be active during the whole day, so they need to have a good endurance. Okay, so those are the 5 exercises that you need to do every day if you're sitting much. So you should do 1 to 2 sets of each of the exercises. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.